I remember arrays giving me a lot of trouble when I started learning them, but I've understood them better since. So I'm gonna help you guys to basically get this down. We have here arrays input output. So what we're gonna do here in this tutorial is that we're gonna create an array, and then we're gonna allow the user to input values that are gonna be stored in the array. So make sure you have created your class, you've created your package, and everything else. Alright, go ahead and put in your main method. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and write your main method. Then what are you gonna do from there? Now what are you gonna do from there? That you're gonna initialize your array. You go ahead, integer. You can name it array1 if you want. Is equals to new integer array. So you probably see an error here. Yeah, it's just the array size that has not been declared yet. So you go ahead and give it 5. We need this. So from there we're just gonna create a for loop. So go ahead and give it a loop counter. So you've got I integer I is equals to 0. I is less than array1.length. Now you have to be careful not to put less than or equals to here. I remember making the same mistake, back when I used to learn this. Basically what we want to do is that we want the loop to loop from, because the I stands for the index. Basically the I is going to be the array index. So as we know, the index of the array isn't equal to the array's length. The array's length at every moment is -1 when it comes to the index, basically. So you will understand that better as we go on. So let's just move on. As with Java, the more you practice, the more you understand. I plus plus increment. So we've basically got this down our loop. So what this is going to do is that it's going to loop through from 0 up to array.length, but you can see it's less than, so it's going to loop from 0 to 4, which is the last index. In an array of length 5, the last index would be 4. Okay, so just so you know, the index would be kind of like pointing towards the values. So let's just go ahead and say array1 1 is equals, give it 0, array1 dot I. We're not going to give it 0 here, we're just going to give it I because it's going to loop through from 1, it's going to go to 2, 3, 4 till 4. Yes, so while it keeps looping, we want it to input values. Input dot next int. So we have to create a scanner here. I'm sure you can do that. We should have created that first. Next time you can create a scanner first. So you go ahead and say scanner input equals to new scanner. System dot input output. Okay, so after we've done that, you can see we gave our scanner reference variable. We gave it the same here. This is how a scanner works. If you don't understand what scanner is, go to other tutorials. Go to Bucky and the other guys. They have very detailed explanation on what this is all about. So yeah, we've got this one down. So I think that's it. All you're gonna do is just put a system that out. Out the print line, and then so we can tell the users that okay, it's time to enter values. So enter values. You can say anything you want, but this makes sense for this tutorial. So after this, we're just gonna go ahead and run it. I hope it works. Okay, yeah, it was a little slow, but yeah, eventually worked. So now you can go ahead and give your array some values, and then yeah, and the values. Sorry, if you wanted to check through all the values and make sure that these values that you enter have been stored, you can go ahead and create another loop and then print it out. In our next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to check the values in your arrays and list them all out as they are uniformly. So yeah, thank you very much for passing by. I'll see you in the next tutorial.